Hello Cancers, my name is Tanya and I'll be doing a mid-October update for you. A mid-October tarot reading. Let's see what messages the cards, the guides, the divine have for you for the rest of October. What is it that Cancers need to know? What messages? This is also just a reminder, this is a reading for the collective. So if you don't resonate with everything, don't force it. The messages and phrases, words that resonate with you, those are the ones that are meant for you. Those are the messages that are really called out for you specifically. So let's see what we have for Cancer here for the rest of October. All right. We have the Sun, the Two of Imps. It's a funny looking card. The Five of Imps, the Six of Bats, and the Four of Imps. Lots of imps, equivalent of wands. So just my initial feel, just when looking at the cards here right now, it looks like you're in a good place, right? You're starting out with a bang, but then you might get into an argument or some competition. There may be some sort of competition or contest that you become involved with. And then there's a big celebration to wrap up the month. So let's see what each individual card has for us. The Sun. This is a major arcana card. This is a card about joy, good things, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, those sunsets and sunrises, just beauty and joyfulness and happiness. So good times. It's a very good place to be. It's a beautiful card. That's the Sun. Some of you may even literally be doing like harvesting crops and things and still out there during sunset, or maybe getting up with the sun rises, maybe even before sunrise, so you see the sunrise when it happens. But it feels good. It feels like good work. It feels like just beautiful, happy, joy, fun times for you and your family. Then we have the Two of Imps. Imps are the equivalent of wands. Wands are a fire element. For me, that means activity. It's passion. It's active. Twos are about choices or decisions. Here we have the Two of Imps. And this, in a way, for some reason, I'm thinking of the High Priestess when I look at this card too, probably because of the layout of it with the pillars on each side. And then the person here, the extra person that's not usually in this card, that has the two imps by the scruff of their neck. It does feel playful though. So I think that this is like an internal choice or something you've been struggling with, making a decision on which way you want to go. They're both good options. It's just trusting yourself. So you need to go with the one that feels right to you, the one that feels the most like it fits best with you. That's the one you need to be drawn to. In order to determine that, you may just need to take some time. Like, don't respond right away. Give yourself time at like 24 hours before you make the decision. Sleep on it, if you will. This isn't something you need to rush into right away, and they will allow you that time. This isn't about a fight. This is just that internal struggle we have when you want to do everything, but you only have so many hours in the day. So you have to make a choice on which option you want to go with. That's what it feels like. Yeah, so you're just going to need to take some time. You're going to get a couple of offers for some things to do. You're going to want to do both of them, but they're at the same time kind of thing. So I would like wait a day and see which one feels the most right, which one you're a little more excited about doing, and go with that one. Then we have the Five of Imps, and maybe this is related. Fives are about challenges, about those little bumps in the road, maybe hitting like a pothole type thing. They challenge you to see if you're really ready to move on, to see if you're ready to put yourself first, to rise to the top. So again, imps are wands, which is a fire element, which is very active and creative and passionate. So there may be several people wanting the same thing that you want, going after the same things that you want. And you need to not go to a place of, oh, well, let's just let them, I can wait. Don't do that. Go for it. Chase your dream. Push yourself first. Try to win it. Make your best effort. You're going to enjoy the competition itself. It's important that you don't just give up, that you keep pushing and keep trying just for the joy of doing it. That's what this feels like for me, for you, over these next few things. And maybe that's what this decision is related to. Which one are you the most passionate about? Which one are you willing to fight for the most? That's what this is. Now we have the Six of Bats. So you may not win, or there could be some, like a verbal conflict as part of this too. Bats are an air sign, which is about, is the equivalent of swords, which is an air element, which is about our thoughts, ideas, beliefs, communication. The Six of Bats in particular is about moving on after a conflict, about heading to calmer waters or to just a calmer situation, taking time to cool off, if you will. So if things do get heated in this competition, and they may, some people may be offended that you just didn't give up right away, right? So their feelings may be hurt, but that's about them. That's not about you. You could just take time to like step away and let tempers cool and give things time to settle down. But don't back down in your belief. Don't back down in your passion. Don't back down in the fact that you competed this time and you didn't just roll over. No. You stood up for yourself, and that's a dang good place to be. This here is just taking yourself out of the low vibe situation that may come out of it, of people who are offended that you actually fought for yourself, that you actually stood up for yourself. Don't give in. Don't. You're just taking yourself out of the fray. It's like, you know what? That's your problem. It's not mine. I'm moving on with my life. I'm taking my success. Or even if you don't actually win, the win is that you stood up for yourself here, that you did fight for it, that you did go for it. And it feels good. And it's empowering for you. And that's where this comes in, because now you're like, you know what? You guys sit and argue over what was best or who did this or who did that. I know what I did. I know what I'm capable of. I'm proud of what I did. I'm going to go over here and do something else. I don't need to be in all that chaos that you guys have going on. You guys handle that. I'm off. And then we have the Four of Imps. More imps. I mean, you got a lot of excitement and action going on here in these last few weeks. It may be just a very busy time in general, but the overall sense of it is this Sun card. Even with these mini skirmishes and things going on in the middle, there's still this sense of joy, like a festival almost type mood, or it's a really good time. And the word harvest just keeps coming through too. It's like a harvest celebration and things that are going on. I mean, maybe it's a pumpkin competition and you were holding back on your favorite pumpkin that you grew, and you decided to go ahead and enter it in the county fair anyway, and you got a blue ribbon. I mean, hey, may the best one win, right? That may offend people who enter every year and Aunt Esther always wins. But now this time, her granddaughter, or that person over there that never enters and never grows anything, won. And now everybody's like, oh my goodness, how could she? Hey, let them gossip amongst themselves. Let them clutch their pearls. Let that happen, and just take yourself out of it and enjoy your win. And then, okay, now back here to the Four of Amps. This is a celebration card. The fours are about stability. It's a very strong foundation. Think four legs of a chair, four legs to a table. And they're celebrating with that. I know this is a moon here, but it's like sunrise to sunset kind of thing. Toward the end of the month, it's all about coming together and celebrating. And celebrating the community, maybe even celebrating a relationship, celebrating the victories. It's about celebrating life. And it's a beautiful thing. So it feels like there's a lot of business, but it's fun stuff. It feels fun. All in good fun for the remainder of October. Let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Ghosts, which is the Queen of Cups. Cups are about our emotions and our intuition. With her in here, this is just a good time, right? She's a very nurturing energy. Very compassionate person. And she kind of steps back and observes all the emotions going on there, but she's very confident of her own emotions. She's very observant. She trusts her intuition on what's going on. And she can kind of set the tone for all the activities. Now let me see if I think this is you or someone else. I think this is you. Again, you know when to step back, right? You kind of reach this through this process, or you flex this skill that you're capable of, but maybe you haven't known that you're capable of in the past. You're just confident about who you are as a person, or you're starting to get to that point. You're confident about how you feel about things. You don't back down. You don't hide your light anymore. You're done with that. You're done hiding your light. You're done hiding behind others. You're done letting others take that light away or cast shadows on you. And you're stepping out there and just having fun with it and enjoying it. It's again, that very giving, compassionate, joyful energy is just where you're at. And it's contagious energy too. I really like it. It feels really good. Now let's see what oracle card here we have for Cancers. It could be, because this is for Cancer, I don't know if this is a lot of nighttime activity or nighttime, like after work stuff that's going on. But with those moons in there, and the fact that we have this new moon now ushering in the second half of October, and we're heading toward the full moon by the end of the month. The moon is Cancer. Or I should say Cancer is ruled by the moon. And that might be lending to your good mood here, right? You're building on things. Going from the new moon to the full moon, it's a building energy. So you're building this joyfulness, this just really great energy for the month, for the community, and it's contagious. I want to go wherever this is. And then we have an oracle, the Philosopher. I like that. This feels like you. It feels related here, right? They're open to different possibilities. Wise in a lot of ways, sometimes unexpected ways. You have a way of putting things that help others understand why things happen the way they do, and why we shouldn't jump back into the fray, why we shouldn't stay and argue, and instead just step back, step out of it. You don't need to be there in the heat of things, and things get said that hurt feelings and things like that. You have a more philosophical attitude toward all the things that are going on. And it's, again, this sunshine energy, with the butterflies all around and the vines that are growing. And even here with the sunflowers, or the flowers down here, it's that harvest feeling. just very contemplative. That's the word I want to use. There's this underlying sense where you're doing these activities where it is like harvesting, or where you're spending a lot of time alone doing something that's routine. It's almost meditative, or gives you time to really contemplate things, contemplate life, contemplate the broader picture, and really just think about things and revel in all that's happening around you, and how life has gotten you to this point, the things that have brought you to where you are now, but not looking at it from any bitter or emotional angle, but more kind of an observance and an appreciation for where you are now. I really like this energy. That's what I have for Cancer for the remainder of October. Please hit that subscribe button and help me grow my channel, and please hit the like button. This was very enjoyable, and I might just sit here with these cards for a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.